Game on. So, in the last episode, I started as the Riddler. No, I started as Poison Ivy, and I was able to make it through her level. And now, I'm playing as Two-Face and the Riddler. And we are breaking into Wayne Tech. This is where we have to get the giant death lather that I guess we need to break into the bank. Sorry, I got a bit of phlegm in my throat. It's because I haven't talked in a while. I'm now not used to talking repetitively and having my mouth open this entire time. Now, I do have a bit of a problem, and that, not like a serious problem, but a problem nonetheless, and that problem is that this should be my last episode. This should be the last episode I do, because this is the last episode of the Heroes. So since this is the last episode of the Heroes and I'm uploading on the same day, you might end up with an extra long episode just so I can play through and beat the villains. Also, this should be going up the weekend after April. I don't know if that matters, but I'm actually recording this a few days before Easter, so I'm really excited. I'm not religious in any way, but I still celebrate Easter just because it's a holiday, and I like the idea of getting together with my family and sharing chocolates and watching movies. There's not as many, like, I guess Easter movies as there are, like, Christmas movies. Like, you have Home Alone, there's, like, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, there's big movies like that that are obviously Christmas movies. But the only Easter movie that I can really think of is Hop, which is, like, the Easter Bunny movie and such, but I don't know, that I was never big into that movie, and it might have just been it was past my time. It wasn't when I was too old for it, I guess. Yellow, red, green. Oh, damn. Oh, I didn't hit it. Yellow, red, green. You'd think that when they put up a password for something, they wouldn't have it so easy to find and so easy to hack into, for lack of a better term. Like, I wouldn't call what we're doing hacking. I would just say putting in the passcode. But it's like when people have a password for their computer, and then they have the password written on a sticky note on their computer. It's like, well, then you might as well not have a password. It's like, I don't actually write down any of my passwords. I just trust that I'm gonna remember them. So if I ever forget one, I have to, like, go through the hassle of going into my email and having them email it to me and then finding it out that way, which can kind of suck when I want to do something. It's when it's just like a spare of the moment, hey, I want to do this. But I at least like to believe it's keeping my computer and information safer than it already is. Not that I'm, like, big on safety. Like, I know there's some people who are, like, crazy about it, like, they use VPNs, they never go on, like, a browser in public, they never use, like, my friend Ralph, he never puts he doesn't like giving people his phone numbers when they ask for it online, which is a tad bit ridiculous, especially when it's like, okay, we need to call you to confirm your purchase, and he's like, no, you can't do that, and it's like, okay, well then how are, it's like, come on, dude, be reasonable. How are they, like, what's another way they're going to be able to contact you to confirm the order? So that can be a bit ridiculous. Oh, I'm getting shot at. Oh no, I'm shooting. Well, Two-Face is the one shooting, but still, he's my teammate. So if I remember correctly, the last level was the longest level, I think, for Batman. So this will probably end up being the longest level in the, what's it called, Villains? But that's just a guess. Oh, I can't do that. I was assuming I had to use the robot to just reach in there and grab it, but maybe not. Alright, what do I need the robot to do? Just get in the robot. I guess it's not a robot, it's a mech. Oh, I think I have to destroy the power generators and then just walk in and grab it. Okay. There's also that tiny gun at the roof just shooting me, which is... I feel like it's a tad bit pointless. Alright, come on. Just piss off. I'm so slow that having to fight these guards is a pain. It's not hard, it's just... It's slow and monotonous, and it's not like most enemies where you walk in and you can just kill a bunch of them at the same time. You have to focus on each guy and hit them by hitting the button. It takes a while to load up. It's a complaint I've had so far with the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play I've been doing. Not that that's not a great game, and I'm loving it so far. It's just the combat mechanics in it aren't great, and it might just be that I'm so early on, but I know that's a complaint that a lot of people have, where it's like the combat, although the combat is great, the combat is just all about like waiting, so you have to slow down and you have to take your time, and you wait till they attack you so you can block it and attack them back. Oh, it seems we got the gun. Okay, that destroyed a mech. Imagine if there was a person in that. Alright, that should end the level, meaning I get to go into the next one. Going through these levels seems so short, but it's like 15 minutes per, like, I guess, like a game episode, not like YouTube episode, but that's, say, an hour spread amongst 6, so that's at least 6 hours. And that's because I've played this and I kind of know what I'm doing and I'm just speeding along. I'm purposely trying to get to the end as fast as possible, where that's not really the best way to play these games. And then afterwards, if you want, you can go back through and play to try and collect all the money and collect all the mini kits, and then all that can take you like 40 hours, 50 hours. Like, I just got, what's it called? I have it here somewhere. Lego City Undercover for the Wii U. I didn't have to get on the Wii U, but I did. The freeze cannon, the vine seeds, the super laser, and the key, all pieces of a glorious puzzle. Put them together, and what have we got? The Gotham Gold Reserves. Our prize awaits. So, I got on the Wii U just because then I just bought the Wii U, so I want games for it. Also, you can then use the gamepad. I guess it's called the Wii U gamepad, and it's like a map, so you always have like a map up. And you use it as a remote, but then you can look down and there's like motion capture stuff. And it's just, I guess it's more of just not needed, but it's fun, it's cool. And it might just be the idea of it is cool, but I like it. It's a lot easier to use. So that's why they needed the ice bridge. Guess they needed the laser to destroy the bridge. They're probably going to need it again later on. They need a seed to get up. Oh wow, that went surprisingly according to plan. Except for the landing. I was expecting his to like spiral around and throw them all over the place. The bank just has a massive spinning gold... Oh, it just... The bank just has a spinning gold dollar sign. Really? The laser got destroyed after all of that? So that last episode was basically pointless, because what we spent the entire time getting was just destroyed immediately. Alright. Wow, this is a lot of SWAT team guys. Members? Soldiers? What are you called if you're like a member of the SWAT team? Like, I know if you're a police officer, then you're like a cop or like a police officer. But a SWAT, like a SWAT officer? Do I just drive this in? Nope. I was gonna say that would be too easy. But I didn't want to overthink and try and... Oh, what is it? How do I do this? And what does this do? And then find out that all I had to do is just... What do I do here? Okay, I don't know what I have to do there. Oh, maybe I have to drive into this? Nope. I'm willing to bet I have to get some explosive something or other. I'm really shocked that Two-Face doesn't have explosives. Alright, yeah, I definitely am going to need explosives with all the metal going around here. But I don't know how I would use explosives unless I was Explosive Batman. Oh, I'm going to die. I only have like 2 hits left. Because it's not like you can just pick up bombs, or at least you haven't been able to so far. So maybe the all the metal is just for when you replay it. No, because the doors are metal, meaning, well, unless it's like you have to find the alternate way into the building, which I doubt. And ow. And that's only because, well, there's so much metal, it would indicate that you need to be able to blow up metal. And the door is made out of metal. And it's what they had you start off facing. Normally, if you're like the first thing you see, and that's what you're like, alright, this is where you have to go, it's not, ooh, minikit. It's not a trap, it's not a trick, that is where you have to go. Because at the end of the day, although I'm playing this and I'm like 17, it was designed for kids who are not the brightest. I mean, compared to most humans and adults. Alright, there we go. Really got stuck on some boxes. The movement in this game is kind of slow. Like, I don't think I've talked about it yet, but moving from one side of, like, a map to the other takes too long. It shouldn't take as long as it does. So, I mean, I don't think you can really change that. Apart from... Do I have to connect them? Nope, I just have to wait. I don't think that's really something you can change. I think it's just... That's fact. It's just you move slowly. And it's supposed to be that you always have the answer right in front of you. You don't often have to go to one side to get something to come all the way back. Like, even then, it was... I had to go there because my partner got stuck on a ledge, not because that's the way the game was designed to be. Do I have to, like, destroy this? Can I destroy this? Alright, maybe. Can I... Oh, yeah. So, this is big enough that it's able to destroy metal objects. So I have to drive that thing into the front. I know that this is, like, loosely based off of the, like, not Jared Leto. God, what's his name? He was a Joker. I don't know, but you know which one I mean, like, the Batman and Robin versions of the the Batman and Robin versions, the kind of, like, gangster, Joker, like, those type of characters. It's like, that's who this game was kind of loosely based off of. So, I mean, it wouldn't make sense for them to make a movie, but playing through it, I'd love to see a movie where it's like, this is what happens. Or a TV show. But then again, you know what? It might be based off on a TV show, and I just don't know. Like, that would make sense. I just haven't watched a lot of the animated series. Like, people are always like, Mark Hamill is the best Joker. And I don't disagree. Like, I've seen him as a Joker in games. I've seen him in the Joker in, like, some TV shows that I've watched. But I never grew up watching that TV show. It wasn't part of my childhood. So when people are like, no, that's the best Joker, I'm like, I disagree. I think the Joker from The Dark Knight is the best Joker. How do I lower this? I'm sure there's something to do. Like, there's probably a way I can move the claw up and down. I'm just not able to do it because I'm not thinking of it, or I'm not hitting the right button. Alright, shoot you. Because taking out these cameras, I feel like, is required. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. And seeing as, oh, don't want to drive this on the cliff. I am almost out of time for when this episode should end, and I'm stuck at a point where I don't know what to do, so maybe this episode ends here, maybe it doesn't. Check the length of the video. If the video is like another 15 minutes, then you know it doesn't end. If it is like another, like, 3 seconds, damn, don't fall. And I went all the way back down. Damn, I hate when I do that. When it's like you just slip off ever so slightly. But yeah, if this video is like another 5 minutes, it ends. And you might as well just, I mean, finish watching it, but you might as well get the next video started, get it ready, open a second browser, or on your phone, just make the tab small and go on the channel. And while you're at the channel, you just make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Oh, I just had to shoot that thing. Well, you can't have it shiny and gray if I don't have to use like a bomb or follow the same rules as everything else that's metal. Jeez. That's just one of the instances of bad game design. And there's not a lot of them in this game. But that's one of them where it's just like, you wouldn't think, because if I were to go around and shoot every metal object in this level, I'd be here for ages. Alright. I don't know what that's doing. Maybe that'll build, like, a gun? I don't know. I'll probably have to wait until I'm done building it for it to make sense. That's like the only thing I have with this, with the building system, and it's like, you look at it, it's like, I would never think to do that. That's not the solution I would think of. Whereas if they hint at it, like, at all, then maybe. I don't even know what this is. Ooh, and I'm assuming then I can destroy all the metal objects. I can. So now, alright, there we go. And this should be able to take me into the bank. Alright, so I'm in the bank. Alright, so if you've checked the length of the video, you probably now know that this is going to be going on. I just was thinking if I didn't know what to do or I got stuck at like a major point, then I'd quit. But it turns out I was just inches away from the answer. I just had to shoot some lock and that's it. Did this stay up? Yep. Alright, so I can have this guy go across. Oh, no, 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 no. Will I go back down at some point? Please. Oh, I just had to have them both open when he was going across. I don't know why I was trying to make that more difficult than it already was. I was going to try and have him open one while the other one's shut so that I could then open the other one, but having them both just stay open is the much easier answer there. In fact, it should have been just the first answer. Shouldn't be trying to do something when I don't need to do it. Alright, I'm assuming those are pictures of the bank managers. Oh geez, there was a firing squad waiting for us. Which I mean is like what should be waiting for us when you try breaking into a bank. Alright, got some lasers. I obviously have to push something through. What are you guys gonna do? You just gonna sit there and shoot at me? Joke's on you guys. I have a gun. There. If I just had like melee and I had to deal with the rest of this while they were just endlessly firing at me, it would drive me crazy. There. So I'm obviously gonna have to build something to push across. I guess I don't have to destroy everything. Oh, this is probably gonna just like block the lasers because it's the perfect height I am. It's going to block half the lasers so I can walk by on the other half. So when it comes to Two-Face, Two-Face is always like an interesting character in like the comic books, but he, in the movies at least, I find that he doesn't have as big a role. Like he's never been like really the main villain. Like he was in, like he wasn't really insane as much as he was just angry when they had the Dark Knight. And when they had, oh, whoops, I forgot, he can walk. And then he's gonna put me up. So in one, he wasn't really insane as much as he was just angry and vengeful. So that Harvey Dent is different than this one, because this one's like straight up insane and just greedy and wanting to go after money. And right now he's robbing a bank, for God's sake. So I guess that kind of proves my point. But then there's also the Two-Face that was in the Batman movie with Jim Carrey. I don't know why I was going to say Tim Carrey. But, and I guess he kind of has more of the look that this one has. But I think that movie's not as old as this game. And I might be wrong. And I very rarely understand when movies come out. And it's just a guess. So I'm probably wrong. I don't think that's the case. Can I not use that? I think that's one of the Joker's things. Damn, I paralyzed him for a bit. Come on. Alright, there we go. Because I know the Joker, I said that's the Joker. I'm not sure. Because, and we'll get to it eventually, but the Joker has pads where, since he has his joy buzzer on his hand, he, like, touches them and he sends electrical shocks throughout it, which causes machines to start up. Now, that's probably not what that is, because the Joker isn't in this level, and that looks like something you're going to need to be active to beat this game. But if it's not, then it's definitely a case if you have to come back with the Joker. Okay, so it's definitely a case you have to come back with the Joker. I'm just speaking nonsense. So I'll stand here, you stand on the other one, and we'll be all good. Do I have to keep standing on it? Nope. But I do want the money. I mean, I'm not gonna turn down free money. Especially if you're just gonna, like, give it to me. I'm not gonna have to do any work. I just punched a pig. A gold pig in the ass. Okay. So yeah, whenever I block, like whenever there's people firing at me and I block, he doesn't take damage, which is helpful, to say the least. Because it makes it really hard for him to die. Especially when there's just like the 8 heart system. The only thing that would make it harder to die is if these guys dropped hearts at like every time you killed them. Now I'm not saying that would be a bad thing. I'm just saying that it would make this game even more ridiculously easy. Alright, so the big vault is open. So I'm almost at the end of the level, obviously, because I'm now building an Ed 209, I guess. Or just a pair of legs. And I'm right outside the vault. Now, I don't know if you actually have like a boss fight with Batman, or if it's supposed to be like you beat Batman. I don't know if there's going to be that twists of fate, or if it's just going to be a case of, alright, you saw what happened with Batman, you saw what happened with them. It's the exact same outcome. And, I mean, it's fine if that's what they do, but I kind of like it when games have that split path, and not like over the top, like, oh, like multiple endings. No, I don't necessarily need that, but just if you play it 2 different ways, have a different ending. Have it like they get away with it. Like, even if you don't have Batman show up at all, that's fine. I'm not playing as the villains to fight Batman. I'm playing as the villains to commit crimes and break into banks. And to get away with it, it'll feel good. Now, I know they got rid of the playing as villains in like a villain campaign in some of the newer games, like Batman 2 and Batman 3. But they kind of overcompensated a bit, because after they made Batman 2 and Batman 3, then they made Lego Batman Villains, which is an actual game. So I'll probably play that eventually. Like, I really like Lego games, and I have enough of them that I'm gonna just keep playing them if I can. Like, after I'm done this game, I'm probably gonna start up, like, either Lego Batman 2, or maybe Lego Star Wars. Because Lego Star Wars, achievement unlocked. I don't know what that says. It just seems to be like binary. I don't know if that was like a purposeful binary or what. Alright, well. Jump in. I don't even need to fight the guys. Actually, that might be the end of it. Unless I fight Batman, of course. He's like holding the Riddler back, like, hold on. Ooh. Imagine if you broke into a bank and instead of having like money, they just had giant gold statues. Villain. Level complete. Free play unlocked. It's like, and how would you like to pay, sir? I would like to pay in 3 gold statues. It's like, ah, you mean like Oscars? It's like, no, I mean full life-size gold statues. Dun-dun-dun. Stud total. Alright, I got plenty of money there. I kind of went silent because my brain just had that, alright, now what? Do I just end here, or is there going to be like an end scene? I'm assuming there's going to be an end scene. I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be an end scene. Saving content. Please don't turn off your console. Alright. Oh no, it's just credits. Alright, well, I think I had the credits in my other video, so if you want to see the credits, watch the end of the heroes. fact, go watch the end of the heroes anyway. I do realize now that I'm kind of doing this backwards, and I'm probably going to change the order for when I do the other heroes and villains. Because the way I have it right now is you see the heroes and then you see the villains. Which doesn't make sense because the villains actually happen before the heroes do. So I'm probably going to swap that round so that and I know that it probably doesn't matter because when I upload these, I upload the heroes, and as soon as it's done uploading, I immediately start uploading the villains. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. You know what? Now that this is over, I might upload just an extra video of all the cutscenes from the villains going to the heroes and then back to the villains. That way, if you just want to get, I guess, a quick catch-up, you can kind of watch it all as one movie and just in a bit of a video. But anyway, guys, if you liked this video, there should be the heroes playlist up as well as all the other videos. Next week, I'm going to be starting with the Penguin. So I'm going to be playing as Batman, and then I'm going to be playing as the Penguin, and it's going to be all fun, all good and dandy. Until next time, guys, this is going to be game over.